Jenna Ortega stole millions of hearts with her portrayal of Wednesday Addams in the new record-breaking series Wednesday, directed by Tim Burton. A lot of people have also been quick to point out that Jenna seems to share some weird quirks with her character, which is what made her so perfect for the role, like her fascination with serial killers and even performing autopsies as a child. But it was no easy journey for Jenna to go from Disney star to A-list actress. In fact, she was so determined to succeed that she sacrificed going to high school in order to pursue her career as an actress. Jenna fell in love with acting at a young age of 6, but at first her parents told her that there was no way in hell they'd let her become an actor.
One day I was just watching TV and I said, "Hey Mom, I want to be in a commercial." My mom's like, "You are crazy."
But young Jenna was determined to get what she wanted. The actress explained that her mom eventually bought her a monologue book in an attempt to shut her up, but her plan ended up backfiring. After reading the book, she decided to perform a monologue for her mother.
One day my mom got me this monologue book that she got from Barnes & Nobles to shut me up, like, here, play. And I did a dramatic monologue for her where I was hysterically crying and she didn't know where it was coming from or what I was talking about. And when I told her, "This is from the monologue book that you got me, this is what you told me to do."
Ortega's mom was so impressed by the performance that she agreed to allow her daughter to try out acting. Her mom took a video of Jenna and uploaded it to Facebook with the caption, "My little drama queen." It turns out one of her mom's friends from high school knew a casting director, and she ended up showing the clip to him, who asked Jenna to come in and audition. Her parents finally agreed to let her give it a go, and she soon started appearing in commercials for brands like Colgate, Old Navy, and McDonald's.
Let's get to work. First, grab a brush. Soft bristles are best.
Jenna spent years trying to break into the film and TV industry. Her parents would drive her out 6 hours to Los Angeles 4 times a week after school for auditions. Finally, all the hard work paid off, and the young aspiring actress landed her first role as a guest appearance on the CBS show Rob at just 10 years old. Jenna shared, "A lot went into it. My parents sacrificed a lot. I sacrificed a lot. It was a group effort." As the years passed, Jenna was able to garner a long list of acting credits, which include Jane the Virgin, the Disney Channel show Stuck in the Middle, the thriller series You, The Fallout, and Scream 5. However, being thrown into the spotlight at such a young age wasn't easy for Jenna. Like many other young actors who came before her, Jenna realized that the path that she had taken meant that she would have to grow up quickly in order to keep up with the fame and intense schedule that came with her career. She admitted that she struggled with the immense pressure that came as a result of her life now being in the public eye. The actress shared, "I've dealt with a lot of pressure from social media. I discovered the world of fake people. It's crazy and it's kind of a lot." Jenna also explained that since she was 8 years old, people have called her an old woman. Since she was working and spending almost every day in an environment surrounded by adults and having to work with them in a professional manner, the actress quickly learned how to behave less like a child and more like a grown-up. She shared, "I was just so excited to be on a set and I didn't want to make any mistakes. I wanted people to want to work with me." Not only did she have to grow up fast, but she also had to sacrifice what most teenagers would define as important milestones in their life. Jenna wasn't able to go to her own prom or graduate from high school because of her career. However, she's more grateful for the fact that she's been able to do what she wanted most of all, which was acting. She shared, "I think that's such an important part of life that I missed out on and wish I had had. I haven't really lived a normal lifestyle, and not to say that I'm not very fortunate for everything else that I've experienced." Jenna's parents were probably the most impressed with what their daughter has been able to achieve over the last decade. Jenna shared, "My parents kind of can't believe my success. Not to say that they didn't believe in me, because obviously they wouldn't have done 6-hour car trips back and forth so that I could go to LA and audition, but still."
4 or 5 times a week, my mom was a full-time ER nurse, but she would drive me. It was like a 6-7 hour round trip, LA and back, for auditions that lasted.
Even though she was a full-time ER nurse?
And she has 5 other kids.
Oh my God!
After Ortega's career started to gain more and more traction over the years, her mother had even said to her, "I did not think you were going to be here." And Jenna agreed with her. The actress is completely aware of how lucky she is to have made a name for herself at such a young age, when so many other young women are striving for the same success. What's more is that Jenna knew that her odds were slim, but she was determined to get what she wanted and continue to fight and work hard to achieve her dream. She explained, "We had no connection to Hollywood. It was a random thing. I'm living off of a 6-year-old girl's decisions. This is something I said I wanted when I was 6. Good for her. She knew what she wanted. It's worked so far." Away from the intense spotlight of Hollywood, Jenna describes herself as a weirdo who loves all things disturbing or off-putting. She even admitted to being drawn to serial killers and monsters. She also used to perform autopsies on dead animals in her free time as a kid. Jenna revealed, "There's some invisible string that's connected to serial killers, monsters, creatures, and myself. No matter where I go, it's what feels right to me, and it tends to be the scripts I'm into." While most people would certainly see these things as unusual, her love for all things weird is actually what attracted her to the role of Wednesday Addams. When cameras aren't rolling, Jenna shared that her sense of humor is very similar to Wednesday's, and it's so dark it even left Tim surprised. During an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, she admitted, "I don't think people can tell when I'm being serious or when I'm being sarcastic. I didn't think it was that bad until we were on set sometimes and Tim would say, 'Oh, that was dark.'"
Before I took on the role, I had actually only seen the 90s films, so that was my only familiarization, and I'd been compared to Wednesday my entire life. We're told that we're both, very sarcastic and dry and can be a bit morbid at times.
Not knowing all of these things about Jenna, it makes sense as to why she did such an incredible job portraying the dark, deadpan, and morbidly obsessed with death character, who was originally portrayed by Christina Ricci in the 1991 movie The Addams Family. When she first landed the role of Wednesday, the actress admitted that she was nervous about taking on the iconic character that had already been portrayed so well by Christina.
I'm dressed up the way she was 30 years ago, and
Yeah.
she's getting to watch me, but I know her as Wednesday in my head, and I think socially I can be kind of hard to communicate with at times, and sometimes I would say something as a joke, and I think I have a very dark sense of humor, and she would go, "Ooh, that's dark."
She explained, "I've never played someone that has been portrayed before, especially so flawlessly. It's weird to do something that people have already created expectations and ideas of. There's a lot of pressure." She was also nervous about working with famed director Tim Burton, but after they met and began working together, she immediately felt right at home. She described her time on set with Tim as incredible, adding, "He's a man of very few words." One thing is for sure, Jenna has never been shy to express who she is and where she comes from. Her heritage has always been something that is important to her. Ortega's grandmother came to the United States as an illegal immigrant in hopes to make a better life for her family. With a father of Mexican descent and a mother of Mexican and Puerto Rican ancestry, Jenna wears the pride of her culture on her sleeve. It's also the reason why she's also so passionate about supporting immigrants. She explained the importance of embracing one's culture because there are so many different ethnicities in America. Jenna shared, "At the end of the day, you are you. You've got to stay true to yourself, and you can't change yourself in order to fit in or to make someone else feel comfortable." When she comes home from a long day on set, there's nothing she loves more than being around her family and friends who have been there to support her from day one. Throughout all the fame and attention that's been building throughout her career, Jenna's parents have been the ones to keep her grounded during all the chaotic moments.
I could come home from working with cool people or prominent people or people that I respected, and they had no interest. It was, "Hey, you missed your day to do the dishes, or you didn't do the dishes before you left, so you're on dish duty for the rest of the week." It was very normal.
Jenna also said that her parents have always been very supportive of her career, but that doesn't mean that they don't get nervous and worry about their daughter, especially when she has to spend long periods of time away from home while she's filming. Ortega explained, "I think it's hard for them to see me less and less and less. I'm a small girl, I travel a lot. They're more worried about the safety aspect of it all." She describes them as the greatest parents and that they only want her to be safe and happy. When she's not working, Jenna likes to live a very normal life. She shared that her favorite activities include swimming, hanging out with her friends, having sleepovers, and watching movies with her family. As for what's next for Jenna, she is currently set to star in the upcoming thriller Finest Kind alongside Tommy Lee Jones, Ben Foster, and Toby Wallace. She's also going to act in the 6th Scream movie and the film Miller's Girl, opposite Martin Freeman. There's no doubt that Jenna Ortega has an incredibly bright future ahead of her. With the support of her family and all of her hard work, she's been able to make her dreams of becoming an actress come true. We are so excited to see what the future holds for Jenna, and we can't wait to see more of her weird and wonderful side that we've all fallen in love with. Be well, and be kind.